Origins of memorable movie lines. No one places baby in a corner? Or Leonardo DiCaprio carrying on with his best life on the Titanic and not hollering out, "I'm the Lord of the world." Iconic film lines serve to feature an inclination or hoist a scene and have an enduring effect on watchers. Some of them have been brainstormed by splendid journalists while others have been ad-libbed by smart entertainers. While there certainly isn't sufficient space on this rundown to add the entirety of the critical lines motion pictures have given us consistently, there are many on this rundown that may simply rouse you to re-watch those scenes where they are expressed. Number 1. Hasta la vista, baby. It's difficult to watch Terminator 2, Judgment Day and not tune in for Arnold Schwarzenegger's celebrated Hasta la vista, child line. Co-author of the film, William Wisher, uncovered in 2017 that this line was something he used to state to James Cameron via telephone when hanging up. At the time neither of them realized exactly how notable the words would turn into. Cameron additionally said in 2017 that "Hasta la vista, infant" is a line from a tone-lock melody and the rapper affirmed of the utilization of it in the film. Schwarzenegger's other famous line "I'll be back" didn't agree with the entertainer toward the start and he attempted a few times to convince Cameron to permit him to state "I will be back all things considered." He felt that his articulation made the truncated line sound abnormal, yet Cameron wouldn't acknowledge any change in accordance with the line at all. Number 2. I'm Walkin' Here. I'm Walkin' Here. Midnight Cowboy was delivered in 1969 and turned into the main X-evaluated film to win Best Picture at the Academy Awards. After such a long time, the film actually can carry watchers to tears, particularly during the transport scene toward the end. In the film, Dustin Hoffman stars as Ratso Rizzo and Jon Voight as Joe Buck. Prior to the film's delivery, Hoffman was persuaded that it would demolish his vocation after a seesaw droves of individuals leave the venue during Jon Voight's gay sexual moment. Voight then again was completely persuaded that the film would be a triumph and furthermore become a work of art. In one, presently notable, scene, Ratso and Joe are talking while at the same time strolling over a road, when Ratso hits the hood of a taxi and hollers, "I'm strollin' here. I'm strollin' here." This scene was totally ad-libbed, as there was no spending plan to close a bustling New York road. It was additionally a genuine battle to complete the scene in one shot and Chief John Schlesinger became irritated when the entertainers continued halting at the check to try not to be knocked via vehicles and individuals. The yellow taxi weighed down on them during one effort to shoot the scene, attempting to beat the sign, and Hoffman smacked his hand down on the hood of the taxi and expressed the notorious line. Schlesinger chose to keep the scene since he cherished the comedy to such an extent. Like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 3. You're gonna need a bigger boat. The foreboding score along with Bruce the Shark are likely the most important pieces of the Jaws film, delivered in 1975. Notwithstanding, there is one line that turned out to be so famous, it has been caricatured and referred to in a few different movies. At the point when Roy Scheider at long last gets a full perspective on Bruce, he says, "You're going to require a greater boat," with his cigarette never leaving the spot between his lips. This was much more clever when expressed unexpectedly during recording, as that specific line was something of an inside joke before it advanced into the film. It was notable that Jaws makers were very miserly and wouldn't get a greater boat to help the flatboat lodging the Jaws gear. At whatever point something turned out badly with the little boat they employed, somebody would state the line. In any event, when lunch ran late, somebody would mutter the line and everybody inside earshot would blast out chuckling. Scheider ad-libbed the line dependent on this inside joke. Number 4. I see dead people. M. Night Shyamalan doesn't generally take care of business, yet he made something exceptional out of The Sixth Sense. The film isn't just unpleasant, it's additionally prevailing with regards to pulling off perhaps the greatest turn in film history, before turns became ordinary, that is backslash. Obviously, it's simple following 21 years to see the camera focus in on Bruce Willis' face similarly as the young man says "I see dead individuals," yet at that point, discernible wheezes were the thing to take care of in auditoriums during screenings worldwide after the curve uncovered that Willis' character had indeed been dead the entire time. In 2019, Haley Joel Osment, who plays Cole Sear, talked during a meeting about how stunned he was that the now notorious line was never thought to be the slogan for film during recording, or even piece of the call sheet. It was essentially a little piece of the exchange that must be spoken during the scene with Willis Dr. Malcolm to feature the second that Sear offers his mystery unexpectedly. Number 5. Hakuna Matata. Just after Timon discloses to Simba that he needs to get familiar with another exercise in the first The Lion King film, he requests that he rehash the now notorious words, Hakuna Matata. Pumbaa then rehashes the line and adds, "It implies no concerns." Then follows probably the catchiest tune in Disney history. There are numerous extraordinary statements and tunes in this vivified exemplary, however for a ton of fans Hakuna Matata tops the rundown. Hakuna Matata truly signifies no difficulty or no issues in Swahili and was remembered for the verses by Tim Rice, who found the term in a Swahili book. Disney recorded to enroll Hakuna Matata as a brand name in 1994, however this worked up an incredible contention as the expression is usually utilized by the individuals who communicate in Swahili. Before the change of The Lion King was delivered in 2019, an online appeal endorsed by more than 100,000 individuals called for Disney to drop the brand name rights, which it called an attack on Swahili individuals and Africa. All in all,